to the dreamers, the seekers, the wise. Crystal avenue will reach in the skies. Tarot and starlight will always roam. In the heart of the universe we found our home. Comes where the mystics play. We speak the language of the Milky Way. A touch of Venus, a kiss from the moon, guiding lost hearts with a sweet gentle tune.
Cancer, hello, welcome here, welcome back. So this is your weekly reading for the end of May. Can you believe it's the end of May already, right? Beep, beep, it's all pew, 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 pew. All right, so before we get started, we're going to talk about this. This is my book. It is called Say You Love, and it is a testimony of triumph over the darkness of childhood, SA, and addiction, okay? And I wrote this whole book using my phone and some paper. So I am very open and vulnerable and honest and with the most embarrassing things in my life in this book, because I wanted to write a message of hope and inspiration for anybody that is sitting in silence, struggling, thinking that they're all alone, okay? You are not alone. You are worth it, and you can overcome anything, all right? So if you know anybody that is struggling in silence and they need a message of hope or inspiration, like send them my way, okay? You could get this book for $12.12 on Amazon, or you could get a free download on my website, which is down at the bottom, crystal-lavender.com right there, or you can get a signed copy if you email me. All that stuff will be in the description box, okay? So you could get a personal private reading if you go to my website at crystal-lavender.com. There is a 10% off coupon for any one of my available readings that I have online. There is also a free newsletter. All right. My newsletter comes out every Monday. So you could get a free book and a free newsletter just by going to my website. And if you would like a personal private reading, that's where you can go to book one of those. Okay. Okay. So let's get this party started. What do we got going on here for Team Cancer? Team Cancer, what is going on for the rest of May? What is it you don't see coming for Team Cancer? Rest of May, don't see coming. I hope you guys are well. So much exciting stuff going on. Like, what you guys got going on for the summer? You got any good plans going on for the summer? I have a Cancer friend that is talking about coming out here in July, which will be super amazing. That'll be super amazing. So I hope that really does happen. Cancer. What's going on for the rest of May? What do we got going on for Cancer the rest of May? Saving money. Getting some sort of public recognition and looking at your opportunities, trying to decide what it is that you want to do with yourself. You might have a lot of different available options. Like you could be like, do I want to go left or do I want to go right? Do I want to go forward or do I want to spin in circles? Okay. It looks like you have more than one option available to you. So you're kind of like weighing out your options, like thinking about your choices, but there definitely is some sort of public recognition, some sort of public acknowledgement. I mean, rather it be a thank you, for a job well done, or somebody like, expressing their love to you, or like, taking your relationship to the next level where it's like where it was hush hush. Now it's like public on Facebook is like changed your dynamic from single to in a relationship. But it does look like you are kind of like holding on to some information, or you're trying to save money for a specific, maybe y'all are saving money to go on vacation so that you have some sort of security or like a backup plan or something. You could be saving up for some sort of backup plan, but it does look like you have completion. Okay, so some of you might have gotten your certificate or might be graduating or might have just graduated with the world card here. That is, that's completion. That's an accomplishment. That's like a job well done. That is not something that's like, that wasn't something that just happened for last week. It wasn't like, oh, you studied for a week and now you're done. It's like, this is something that you've been working towards for a while now. So that might be what your public recognition is. And like, now that you've got your certificate or your degree or whatever it is that you've completed here, it's like, okay, well, that just opened up a bunch of different options for you. Now that you have this this qualification, you're like, okay, well, now that I'm qualified to do this, to do X, Y, and Z, what are my available options? You could be really looking into the different opportunities that you have available to you now that you have this specific degree or this specific certification, that now that you've completed some sort of training or completed whatever stage that you've been working on that is now coming to a final completion. There is a sense of mourning for the loss of like the old life, though, with the Ace of Cups in the reverse here. It's like, you know, every new chapter in our life comes with an ending of an old chapter, right? And not to say that necessarily that it's a bad thing that you're moving on, or that it's a sad thing, but there is like a sense of mourning. It's like kind of like, I don't know if you've ever had a child move out of your house, like that that's exactly what they're supposed to be doing, and that day is going to come, and it's supposed to be celebrated, but at the same time there's a little bit of that sadness, like, man, like, I can't believe like the childhood is over. It's just like being going to a bachelor party or a bachelorette party. It's like, yeah, there's a celebration of the next chapter in your life, but there's also like a mourning for the loss of the life that once was. So there does feel like you feel like now that you're moving on to this next chapter, or exploring these different possibilities, that there is a little bit of a mourning for what it is that you're stepping out of. It's like an appreciation. It's like it's like an emotional appreciation for the place that you've been, or for the people that you've been around. Like, that you've got to move on, or that you've got to move towards something else, and it comes right at a time like you might have felt like giving up a lot. There's been a lot of delays, a lot of struggle, a lot of challenges that have come with this completion. And it's like, I feel like you're taking a moment to kind of like quietly reflect, and you could be a little bit emotional about the things that you've been through, about the things that you've accomplished, about how far you've come to get to where you are right now. It was a hard battle. It wasn't something that just came to you easily. It wasn't just handed to you on a silver platter. It's like, you've been through a lot. You've had to overcome a lot. And it feels like now is the time to, it's like you're celebrating, but you're not completely in celebration mode. Like, you're very much in, like, you're examining and reflecting. It's like you're you might feel a little bit restless, but at the same time peaceful. It's like you have this overlaying sense of peace, knowing that things are about to change. It's like that they're about to change. That it can't stay the same. That something is going to give. Be mindful. What is this? Deception. So be mindful of somebody not telling you the truth, the whole truth, or nothing but the truth. And be mindful of that yourself, okay? Don't be filling people's ears full of hot air, all right? Don't tell people what it is that they want to hear. Like, make sure that you're very direct with your communication, and also make other people accountable and to be direct with their communication as well, because it does feel like somebody is trying to skirt around a situation, or not tell the complete truth, or lying by omission. It's not that they're lying. It's just that you never asked the right question, so they never had to tell you the right answer. So make sure that you're asking very direct questions if you're looking for specific answers, and also vice versa. Make sure that you are being direct with your answers, and don't be like, oh, well, they didn't ask, so I'm not telling. Okay, there could be some sort of don't ask, don't tell situation. But yeah, you're like, as this new stage approaches, by the end of the week, it's like you feel like really, really restless, and impatient, kind of unpredictable. Like, you might be like all over the place as far as your emotions go by the end of the week. But just be mindful of the consequences of your choices. Like, we're all free to choose, but none of us are free from the consequences of our choices, or from the ripple of those choices that are made. Because sometimes our choices don't just affect us. Like, everybody's like, oh, well, you don't have to live my life, but yeah, there's certain things that you do that affects everybody around you. Every action that you take has a repercussion, good or bad, and it ripples down the line, right? So be mindful of those ripples, because sometimes it's not just about you, okay? It's not, or that's somebody wasn't mindful of their ripples and now it's affecting you. But whatever it is, if you're dealing with somebody, give yourself a lot of compassion and care at this time right now. Or there might be somebody around you that you need to express compassion and care for, and it's time to take that leap. All right. Don't be scared. Don't be scared of these new beginnings, because like it's coming full circle. Like the world card is the very last major arcana card of the tarot, and the fool card is the very first card. All right. So in order for things to begin again, it's got to end. It's like it's coming full circle. Everything is coming back around in completion. You know, this is not any business that's left undone. You know, this is like a brand new start, a brand new beginning, you know. And it could come with a little bit of remorse or a little bit of nostalgia, but it feels like this is a really good opportunity with the Justice card here. It feels like this is a really good opportunity for you. Like it's finally like things are getting to where you've wanted them to be, to where you've worked so hard for them to be. It's like you're finally seeing the rewards of all of the work that you've put in. And it has something to do with completing this cycle of getting this certificate, of getting this degree, of completion of whatever this major completion is. You know, it's bringing, this completion is bringing with it a whole lot of opportunity, public recognition, and like justice. Okay, for a job well done. So this week looks very nostalgic, very like just completion, you know, taking those completions and celebrating with friends. You could be going to graduation parties. You could be throwing your own graduation party, but that's friendship, collaboration, creativity, community, happiness. You know, somebody like cheering you along, cheering for you. And I cut to the 10 of Cups. So that's permanent, and the 4 of Wands. What? Some of y'all might be thinking about popping the question to someone, or you might be getting asked to get married. Like there might be somebody popping the question to you, because that's pretty significant to be at the bottom of both of those there. So there might be somebody asking you to marry him this week, or asking you to be their person by the end of this week. Or you might be asking them yourself. Like it could be something that you've been really contemplating and really thinking about. I know that's not going to resonate for everyone, but for somebody out there, congratulations. This is a very well-deserved, and the Sun card. So there's a lot of happiness after this completion. The 10 of Cups came back out again. So this is permanent contentment in the realm of the heart. For those of you that are in the 2 of Cups, like you feel like you've been waiting for this for a long time. You've been waiting for this completion for a long time. Like if this is a love situation, like I feel like that other part of this was like work or education or just life in general. But with it, because of that completion of that cycle, it brings so much more like contentment to you, so much more permanence in the realm of the heart. Like you're permanently happy. It's like this permanent happiness. That's not just fleeting happiness. That's like real, solid, tangible, you know, that's being in alignment. And I feel like you've been preparing for this. Either you're preparing for this or someone else is preparing. It's like, it feels like they're preparing to pop the question. So for whoever this is, like, congratulations, Cancer. Like, that's really amazing. Like, you could be planning your wedding or visualizing how you want it to be. You could just be coming out with the news now with that public recognition, but you really feel like it's deserved. You know, it's like you feel like it's about time. Like you might feel like it's a little bit overdue. You're like, it's about freaking time, you know, about time that I found the right one, about time that I am the right one. You know, it's not really necessarily about finding the right person, but it's about being the right person. And like, you finally feel like you are stable enough inside yourself. What is this? The 10 of Pentacles. So the 10 of Cups, 10 of Pentacles, the 11-11 card. Like, I don't think it gets any better than that, Cancer. I'm scared to draw any more cards. We're going to leave it at that. So congratulations to whoever this is for. That is fucking beautiful. Okay, that is absolutely beautiful. Congratulations on your graduation or whatever it is that you're accomplishing. And congratulations on this new step towards your permanent contentment in the realm of the heart. All right, Cancer, I love you guys so much. If you would like a personal reading, please go to my website at crystal-lavender.com and sign up for my newsletter and get a free download of my book. All right. And until next time, be good to yourself and others always and always. From beep beep.